Hi, I'm Tammy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, almost. I thought it would be fun for us to make a St. Patrick's Day project today using my xTool M1. One of the things I love about this machine is it is a laser cutter as well as a blade cutter. It's the only machine that I know of that can do both functions in one machine. So today I made a cute little door hanger for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to show you how I created this using 3mm basswood and just cardstock. It's super easy and super fun to make. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll make this together. These are the supplies that I used to make this project. We're now over here in xTool Creative Space. Now, I've kind of laid out my project and kind of a rough spacing on this. I'm going to move these shamrocks around when I do them. I'm going to do a wood round, and then I'm going to do wood for the words and for the pot of gold. But then I'm going to decorate it with some cardstock of different colors, and some of it is glitter. So you'll see that I set up different tabs down here so I could set up all my cuts. I find this is to be a little bit faster than turning things on and off when I'm doing a project. So my first tab here is my shamrocks, and they're on wood now just because I have wood in the base of my laser, but we're going to use cardstock for these, so we'll switch to a blade when we do these. But we're going to do first our wood round, and then we'll come back and do these. This is the coins. Now I'm going to cut this out of a glitter cardstock. This is my round, my circle round. We're going to do this one first. Then we're going to do the pot of gold out of wood as well. And then lastly, we're going to do Happy St. Patrick's Day out of wood. I probably can move this over to my pot of gold wood, and we can do both of those at the same time, but we can do that after we do the round. So let's go ahead and cut the round. Okay, so now I can see my wood. I'm going to move over my circle so it fits. I've already set up my cut. I'm using 2.8. I measured my thickness. It's always good to measure your wood to get the best outcome. And it's on a triangular prism. 105 is what I normally use. And I'm going to go ahead and hit process. So I'm going to hit process. If I want to frame it to make sure it's going to fit, I can do that. What it's going to do is the laser will run around the parameter of your project, but I don't need to do that for this one. I'm pretty confident it's going to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button up here that's start. And then I'm going to press the button on the front of my machine. Always be sure to follow the safety precautions and stay next to your machine while it's cutting. Okay, we're done with our cut. I'll refresh it to show you. Now I put a new piece of wood in there so we can go ahead and do our second cut. And I'm going to move the words over to the pot of gold so we can do all of that together. I'm going to copy that and just paste it over here. And let's go ahead and hit refresh again. Okay, so we can get this all on one cut. I'm going to move this over here, and then we can put the words up here. Now, I haven't set up the Happy St. Patrick's Day to cut yet, so we need to do that next. I'm going to do 2.8. Triangular prism, cut, 100, 5, and 1. Now you'll notice on here, I've set up the outline to cut and the inside to score. So that's already been set up on the pot of gold. So we're good to go with that. I am hanging off just a tad over here on both of these actually. So let me move them just a little bit on each side. I'm just going to move those over. Okay, we're just going to move those down. I'm happy with that. And we'll move this over. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. We'll go ahead and do our cardstock. Okay, now we're over here. I have put the adhesive mat down in the bed of my xTool after I cleaned it. And I have put some cardstock that is very glittery on my adhesive mat so we can cut it with our blade. Now I have inserted my blade into my laser. I don't leave my blade in unless I'm going to do a blade cut so I don't cut myself while I'm cleaning the machine. It just snaps in and out with a magnet, so it's super easy to take in and out. Okay, so we're going to go over here to our shamrocks. We're going to do the coins. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are my coins that are going to go on the wood surface that I cut. And then I'm going to go grab my words as well, just in case I want to do those. We'll see. I'm going to bring those over to the coins, and we'll do those as out of gold as well. Okay, and I'm going to use a blade cut, and I'm going to use craft brown paper as the parameters, and I'm going to default to what xTool has for the parameters for this. I'll go ahead and start it up here in the corner. Now I'm going to check off the paper. Now that's project's done. Let's go over to our shamrocks, refresh our camera. Okay, we got those all spaced out now. And they're set up for the brown craft paper. Okay, everything's done here. I'm going to save this. And then we will put our project together. I've used black chalk paint to paint the pot of gold. Now let's finish the rest of this project. Thanks for watching, and happy St. Patrick's Day.